Hi, in this video, we will learn about environment variable, that is how to export environment variables and use them in C or C++ program. So let me first open my virtual machine, and this is the IP. So for that, I will create. Let me first increase the font size so that it is readable to you guys. I think this should be better. Let me create a folder, env example, and I will move inside this. So from command line, if I want to export environment variable, I can just make use export command export, and I will say my var and equal to, let's say I'll put some name like CppBuzz.com, and I enter. And if I say echo, let me check if it is visible. So you should see this. Now this is just about exporting, and if I want to read this variable or any exported variable from a program in C or C++, how will we do that? Let me show you. Let's create a program, example.cpp. We will try in C++. This will work in the same program, will the same way we can do in C program as well. Let's first try. Let me include the header file, namespace, int return value. So the variable which you have exported, if you want to read it from our program, it can be either C or C++. We just need to make use of we can say value of my var is, we can make use of a library function which is getenv, and here inside we can put variable name my var like this, and after printing we can just handle to make sure or to have better readability. If I come out, I will say escape escape shift colon, then write and quit, enter. I will just compile it using G++ example, and I can pass the object file name. We can say example.out. Let me compile. It got compiled. If I want to check whether it was compiled, or I can say binary was generated or not, I can check like this. So a binary was generated. It's example.out. If I want to run it, see here, see the value of this variable was CppBuzz.com. The same value we have printed it like this. So few important things to remember. This exported variable, the life of this variable will be only for this session. If let's say if I close this session, I can just say quit or just exit. Sorry, exit. So I came out. Now if I go again, if I log into the server again and go inside what was the program folder name, it was env example. I'll go inside this. I will first check whether my binary is there or not. It is there. So if I run this binary again, since we log out from the previous session and logged in again, the environment variable has been lost. We don't have that value. If I print it here, we cannot see. If you see here, the value is empty. It's not printing anything. And if I want to print it like using, if I want to print that variable on command line, I can say this is the syntax as I showed you last time. If I print here also it will not show anything because we don't have that variable in the session now. So I will export one more time. Export my var is equal to CppBuzz.com. Export it. If I do echo one more time, it will show me the value. Similarly, if I want to run the program, I can run and I can see the value. Now there are few things we will try to do. We can try to export this variable in double quotes. Let's see what happens. Exported this. If I'm just doing echo on this variable, it will not include double quotes. If I run it using program, it will not. So the variable value you can put in double quotes or without double quote, it doesn't matter. One more important thing. I'll clear the screen. If I do export, let's remove the double quotes for now. If I put a space here after the equal to sign, then nothing will be stored in this variable. I'll show you. Let's export it. You will see the error is not invalid identifier because there is a space. And so if you are exporting some variable with space after equal to sign, those variables are not exported. And if after exporting, if you try to run the binary, you will not get any value here. So remember, there should not be space in the beginning, that is after equal to sign. But if I put a space after the value and export here, it will take, and because it will ignore the trailing spaces. If I example, I'll print this. If I just do echo, it will print. So we can check whether the value is coming with the spaces or not. We'll go back to the program example. Come out. And after this, how can you make sure it has spaces? I'll go in insert mode. I pressed I, then I'll just say end of value, or I can just, instead of this, I can just do like this. So, and I can remove space from here. So the value which is being printed here, if it has space, then we will see some spaces before this column. I'm coming out, escape, colon, write and quit. I'll compile one more time. G++ example cpp-o example dot out. Oh, there's a typo. I'll compile one more time. It got compiled. Now you remember this the last export we did, it has spaces at the end. I'm entering one more time, and if I do example, you will see that while exporting variable, we put extra spaces at the end, but when program is reading using getenv library function, it escaped all the spaces, that is trailing spaces. So that is good for us. So yeah, it's all about environment variable, which I wanted to cover in this video. Thanks for watching.